as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Hermstreet. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Badgers offense making their way on the field today. And Kirk, what a luxury for this offense to have an elite tight end. It'll be interesting to see how they try to create favorable matchups in this game.
Yeah, and Chris, I think the elite offenses in the college game have that tight end who can be a difference maker. The defensive backs oftentimes get caught up in the receivers on the outside. It opens up the middle of that field, and this tight end can make you pay.
With the catch, it's Dupree. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
And the single back takes the handoff, going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And the wideout goes in motion. To throw, it's Edwards. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Mason. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and first downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel, Jim Sorgi, Brooks Bollinger. Some good quarterback play that always seems to make the right decision.
That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's caught. Touchdown, Badgers! They draw first blood in this national title game. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score Wisconsin 7, UCF 0.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the UCF offense will take over.
The Knights offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And, Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football. Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And now the running back's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Going for a big play downfield. Pass is incomplete, but a penalty marker on the play that should result in a first down. Defense. 15-yard defensive pass interference. That player will get an earful on the sidelines. Using his legs, it's Montgomery. Fights through a tackle. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Back to pass. It's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
The receiver grabs it. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. The Knights lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The sure hands, it's Thomas. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go. 7th play of this drive in the championship game. 3rd down and short. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Dropping back. It's Jackson. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
The Knights trying to cash in here in the red zone. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Knights, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
Well, that's how you close a half of it. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
Lining up to try the extra point.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's good.
Kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. The back's got it. Powering through.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the battle for the most coveted trophy in all of college football has been fierce. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk in the booth. Fellas, hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
And the Badgers will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
They're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, 2nd down and 15. Caught over the middle. It's Wade. The defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Grab down the middle. It's Hughes. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Boy, this is outstanding by this offense. 3rd down conversion. The wideout sells that he's going to go downfield, turns and breaks back to the quarterback, sees the quarterback's eyes, and he puts the football right on his numbers. Very nice 3rd down conversion on the curl.
Caught over the middle. It's Hughes.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first three quarters if we check out some of the stats here. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. The Knights' offense is on the move now. To the air, it's Jackson. Grab down the middle, it's Wade. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
It's second down after that completion. Handoff to the single back. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, is it just me, or is it a little bit strange that this offense continues to give this back the football, especially late in the game? He's got under 10 yards rushing in this game, hasn't been able to get anything going. It might be time to pivot and try something else.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run. The defense swarms him. He'll lose 5 on the play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. See if the loss ends up killing this drive. It's second down now and 16. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Brought down after the nice spin move. Just a small gain by the offense. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So a tough third and long on the 10th play of the drive. Back to throw. It's Jackson. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Wade. And he's down after the catch at the 12. A red zone opportunity.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, UCF! They jump on top here in the final minute.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback. With the game on the line, he finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they scored late to take the lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
That makes the score. UCF 14, Wisconsin 7.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up second down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? And this time it's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game, final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play?
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Finds his man. It's Barry Johnson. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Looking to pass, it's Edwards. He's running out of time here. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
It's a big mistake by the quarterback here, just holding on to the football too long. Late in the game, third down, you got to make a big play, and you come up with a sack. Now it's fourth down.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions.